Welcome back, guys, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sundays with the Boys.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We're available on all of your major streaming platforms. You name it, we on it.
And please, if you can, go ahead and make a small donation to our GoFundMe page, Sundays with the Boys. That way we can work on getting an intro for you guys and making this experience better for you all.
Once again, thanks for tuning in and hope you guys enjoyed the show. All right, guys, episode 19, Sundays with the Boys. It's your boy Chauncey.
It's Teddy.
This is Marcus.
Yeah, what's going on?
I didn't know that was actually starting.
Yeah.
I heard clickety clack and then yeah.
You heard clankety clank?
Clickety clack, and now we're back.
Right.
Thank you, Marcus, for that soundbite that we'll never use.
Thanks for the soundbite. What it do, Scotty? First one in, always.
Yeah, so I guess we'll do it again for Scotty. Welcome back to live again. We're back again. Boop, doop,
That's so
we love you, Scotty.
That's so
you don't ever get to hear us. We got Marcus and Teddy and Chauncey, and we're here for you.
Oh, that's what it sounds like. Oh, we got Marcus, Teddy, and Chauncey here, and we're here for you.
Go for the jugular.
Don't pass it off. Call him Randy Moss.
That was another thing that had fucked me up too. So Marcus, I recently started watching CSI.
Okay.
From the beginning.
Miami?
No, just the regular
CSI.
one. The regular one.
Oh, there's a regular CSI?
Yeah.
I had no
CSI
clue.
Miami is the spinoff.
Yeah, that's the spinoff.
Wow.
The first one's got Gil Grissom and he eats bugs.
In the show or in real life?
Yes.
In the show.
Okay.
And it has a guy in there who looks like Michael Ealy but isn't Michael Ealy. I'm pretty sure you don't know who I'm referring to.
I don't know who Michael Ealy is, no.
Yes. So he's a guy and he's an actor. And he acts
Like
as a guy.
many male actors in Actorsville.
An Actorsville?
Look at you.
It's like Toontown. Actorsville, Toontown. Where is this place? It's all in California. Sorry.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's all in California. So, like I said, I've been rewatching CSI. Here's how dated this show is. The very first episode, they're having a conversation. Like, it's one of the CSI guys talking to the lab tech guys, and he's like, "Hey, man, oh my god." You fucking slithering piece of shit. Marcus is laying down on the couch, guys. I want y'all to know this. Like, we're kind of having a therapy session.
Right.
And he wants to fucking slither his way underneath the mic just so he can pick up his drink.
So I wouldn't knock the mic and make a sound.
Don't tip the mic over.
Still making sounds.
Right? Making all the sounds over there.
Didn't stop making sounds. Sorry, Marcus.
But anyway, so they one of the CSI guys is talking to the lab tech guys, and he's like, "So, man, did you fucking
A last sound.
you ungrateful motherfucker."
Next one is gonna be him slurping.
Right, know damn well it's coming, bro. Like, how you gonna drink that, Marcus? You're laying down.
Check it out.
Oh my god. That wet, moist ASMR coming straight to your headphones, guys. If you're playing this in your car radio, please don't.
If you're playing this in your car radio, please don't. That's hilarious.
Anyways, he asked one of the guys, he's like, "So, did you get the new 2K on Dreamcast?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, man, the graphics, like, they're amazing."
Dreamcast.
That's how old CSI
2K.
is.
Jesus.
And he's like, "Who do you play with?" Randy Moss. Bro, Randy Moss ain't been relevant in
Call him Randy Moss. Not a president, but call him Randy Moss.
in so fucking long, man. God, that was just a crazy. I don't know. I'm not good with words. Fucking time relative maker of her made me think about how old I am. That's what I was trying to say.
Whoa.
The time relative maker of her. What is this, a timekeeper?
The man who
man obsessed.
Delegates time.
King the Conqueror.
And keeps memories.
Chauncey's being a flower bitch right now.
Yeah.
Yes, Chauncey's being a flower bitch.
He's discovered fragrances.
I have. I've discovered that I can smoke other herbs outside of marijuana, and I thought that was kind of... Whoa, what was that?
That was Teddy fucking up.
Teddy,
I forgot to silence my phone.
Right, rule number 1.
Rule number 1 is you don't call bitches hoes.
Rule number 1 for the podcast is to make sure that your phone is on silent.
That is fact. But we tell that to other people, and nobody told me that this week.
I didn't know I had to, bitch. Last time I checked, you didn't need me like that. But yes. So where were you going? There was something with CSIS?
No. We were talking about you being a flower bitch.
Oh yes, I'm being a flower bitch. Yes, that's where we were going.
Yeah.
So yes, I've discovered that there are more herbs that you can smoke outside of marijuana. You know what I'm saying? So
different effects,
different calming and relaxing effects. So what's up?
Thought about CBD or Delta 8?
Nope.
No?
Fuck them shits.
Yeah.
That's fake
I don't
weed.
like CBD.
It's fake weed.
Oh, CBD is real weed.
It's fake weed.
It just doesn't.
CBD does nothing.
That's what I call it.
CBD does do things. It just doesn't do the things that you would expect it to or want it to do.
I literally get nothing.
That's
It feels like I'm
understandable.
smoking a Black and Mild.
I feel that.
That's not true because Black and Milds are harsh.
Wines aren't.
I said what I said.
Right. But yeah, so you can smoke rose petals. So I bought me 4 ounces of rose petals. It was only like $8. You know what I'm saying? Got some lavender from Danny and Shank. Shout out to Danny and Shank. We'll have them on next week. Some dried hibiscus. That particularly smells like ketchup, like I said, but it tastes great. I just don't like the smell of it.
Yeah, ketchup's not a good smell.
Yeah, it's not definitely at all. And chamomile. That's good, but it smells like shrooms.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, he keeps pronouncing it wrong. It's pronounced shamamale.
Oh my god. In regards to how you smoke rose petals, sorry, there was a question in the chat. I do apologize.
Yeah.
You dry them out, and you crumble them in your blunts. Basically, that's pretty much
the marijuana.
with the marijuana. Or put it in a tea bag. You can make tea out of it.
You can put it
drinks
in your hookah with your shisha.
You can put it in bath water. You know, for like the calming effects or the smell that it releases that creates the calming effects or whatever. You can do that. You can...
I like to take a dip of it and put it in my lip like it's tobacco.
Shut the fuck up. You can also use the actual like petals, like not the dried ones, and you can roll blunts with those. I've seen people do that before. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah, rose petal blunts. I've always wanted to do that too, like actually roll a blunt with rose petals. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But yes, that is how you go about doing it. Have we set up the call-in?
No, so you know what? Yes, you can call in. Give us a second, Q Bella.
Right.
We'll go ahead and plug you in, and we'll let you know when you can call in.
Bet. But yeah, so that's my brief explanation on it. You know, I got lavender as well. You know, just smoke that just straight up. You know, I also have a hookah, so I put that in my hookahs. That's pretty cool. You know, I like to smoke them in hookahs. Hookah's the best, though. I feel like the hookah's the best way to do it, just because of the lingering long effect that it has. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, my first fucking weed blunt with all this shit in it yesterday had me slumped, my nigga. I can't even front. My body was so stuck. Like I was that fucking like my body just felt that like a liquid bit. Like it just felt like I was melting into the couch. Like I was that fucking relaxed, bro. It felt so good. I've never felt like that, bro. What happened?
So yeah, Q Bella, you can go ahead and call in now.
Should be Gucci.
Yes.
Alright, well, we'll give it a shot. I'm always down.
Yeah, we've only had this happen one other time, and we were not prepared for it.
And I just told him to do it today, too. No call back. I didn't get to press invite. There we go. Let's see. And Cubella, are you there?
Going.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we
What's up?
can.
Welcome.
What it do?
you said this is only the second time somebody's tried to call into your show?
Yes. So actually, no, it's a little bit more than that. We've only had one person that we've actually clicked in to call into the show, but we completely didn't have our board set up or anything like that, and we were just unprepared for it at all. We completely forgot that this had a call-in feature.
Completely
Y'all
forgot.
just high as fuck, huh?
It be like that sometimes.
All the time. He's actually rolling up right now.
Yeah, it be
Well,
like
to
that.
be honest with you, I'm really interested in this rose petal shits that you're talking about. Literally just the rose petal dried up.
Yeah.
No herb, nothing.
No.
Oh, yes, he does have
I do
herb.
mix it with herb. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if you. I'm sure you can. I just haven't tried a whole blunt of rose petals. I heard that you can do that though.
We have done a whole blunt of lavender.
Yes.
And for me, it tastes like barbecue. For some reason, like I just taste barbecue whenever I'm smoking that.
I don't really care about the taste. I'm just wanting to know if they'll get you high because I'm fucking fresh out and I don't have the car today.
It will.
I
not
can't go
get
to the
necessarily.
dispensary.
I feel you. It won't necessarily get you high, but it does have calming and relaxing effects. So
more like CBD that you guys do.
Yeah, basically, that's
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah. That's pretty much how I guess you could say it.
I got, you know what's really crazy is I had a couple dozen roses sent to me by a friend like a few weeks ago, and I just started drying it out.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all having me maybe end up finding something that I like a little bit better than.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
spice
definitely.
up the marriage iguanas.
Exactly.
You know.
You got to. But I feel like it's cool. I know I'd like it with the rose petals just because I like how the rose petals taste anyways. So, you know, I just like the taste of them. Lavender's always good with weed, I feel.
So the actual rose petals, I just Googled it right now. They act as an aphrodisiac and they also can reduce depression.
So that means it make you horny.
Man, it's been too long. I don't know if that's a good idea now.
just gotta pull out the old rabbit.
You gotta bring out the DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know, you know, get a little every in there. You know. That's
Y'all too
hilarious.
Y'all too much.
That's fucking great.
I ain't gonna lie though, I'm seriously gonna try this shit right the fuck now.
Yeah, man.
You think they crunchy enough? You hear them? You think they crunchy enough?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because that's pretty much how my 4 ounces are. Exactly how they are.
Yeah, and actually, it was relatively cheap. He got like 3 bags of like the rose petals, the chamomile, chamomile, and hibiscus. I think it was like just like $32 if with everything.
Each of them were like $10 a piece. Yeah, for 4 ounces.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yes,
I feel like I could go on TikTok and do a live of this shit.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, shout us out. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm gonna stick right here with y'all.
Oh bet.
You all gave me the idea.
What's your TikTok at?
I don't have a single thing on TikTok.
That don't mean we can't add you.
Okay. It's Cubella Kate, just like you see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cubella Kate.
Right. Shout out.
Speaking of TikTok, I woke up this morning and I realized that I hate people.
Okay.
I absolutely hate. I've realized this in the past week.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Of like, I hate humanity as a whole.
As a whole, okay.
As a whole, like because
Jesus.
everybody has this idea that
Don't
they're
leave
better.
anybody out now.
But like,
somebody in some category pissed off at you and you don't hate me, motherfucker.
nah, man, everybody gets the hate around here, man. Like,
right,
just all of humanity. It's like Men in Black. You know what I'm saying? They said a person is good, but people are stupid. And that stuck with me ever since 2001.
What does that mean?
It means as a whole, like me and you right now, we're cool. I fucks with you, Marcus.
Yeah.
I fucks with Chauncey.
Yeah.
I fucks with, what I'm saying, Q Bella over here. But we get like 3 more people in here. I hate everybody.
It's gotta be at a manageable level.
It's
Right.
a numbers thing.
Right.
But so humanity has this thing where like you have to be better than somebody else.
Yeah.
Like you're always better.
It's always
than
a
somebody.
competition.
It's always a competition.
Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say. The C word.
The C word is a cunt.
Jesus.
Most definitely can be.
But so it's kind of weird how everybody is so competitive over nothing. Like, what is it that you're fucking talking about? Anyways, I woke up this morning. The very first fucking video I saw was some chick, one, who laughs like a fucking hyena. Don't know why. She has a lazy eye, and she's talking about some shit. She's talking about some fucking dude who made a video talking about, like, oh, like, he was doing, like, a parody thing of, like, oh, what do you mean, what else is there if I fly you out here? There's penis. And then she's like, see, what are you trying to do? Like, what else do you have to offer? You probably don't have a car note. You probably don't have a house. You're flying somebody out, which means you can't find anybody in your local dating pool. So you're really nothing. Like, Jesus. I can catch dick if I want to. So what is it that you're trying to offer me? What is it that, you know, I get your favorite NFL player trying to hit me up, trying to fuck me, but who are you? You know what I'm saying? I can go to the gas station and get dick.
Wow.
And it just like that frame of mind, that frame of mind was just kind of like, you're being competitive over nothing because you have stated nothing that you're bringing to the table either. Right. If you're only bringing box, dudes can get
my
box.
thing is, my dude already had a leg up because he's flying you out.
Facts. Facts. You ain't played for that. Pay for that ticket.
Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're in a new place because of him.
Right. But again, like, if you're only bringing box, dudes can get that easily too.
To an extent.
Yep.
I mean, instead of that plane ticket, he could have just bought a prostitute.
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
Yeah,
that's why I said to an extent we can. You know, we just got to pay for it.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, he's paying for something.
So yeah,
a plane ticket,
or something.
You know what I'm saying?
You could have spent that on a whole night. Know what I'm saying? 5-star service.
Mm-hmm. Could have had a nice dinner.
Know what I'm saying? You could have took that chick out to dinner.
Right.
Crazy.
I mean, when you're paying for her to eat your ass, you know you're gonna have a good meal.
That's what I'm talking about. Chocolate pudding.
God. I don't eat ass, by the way. I just thought it was funny.
What's wrong with eating ass?
She's like,
I didn't think I was gonna be on the spot here.
I don't like booty hole pleasure. That's not my gig, yo.
Well, yeah. What about your taint?
So let me ask you. Relatively, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay. All right. So you're actually. Damn, man, that kind of put a hole in my theory.
Most people think I'm 24, 25 years old.
Oh, well, that's good.
So, I have this thing where I feel like as you get older, you have to be more adventurous.
Sexual, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, apparently with you, that kind of just threw a hole in my thing. But I guess, call me back whenever you turn 40. And we'll see if you still don't like anal.
Hit me up in 5 years.
Because I haven't experienced the booty hole pleasure that I'm missing out. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. I'm just saying, like, you kind of have to spice things up every now and again.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've tried. It's just not. Hi, Kristen.
It's just not the thing.
It's painful, fool. Like, it's not a good feeling thing.
True.
Are the friends and the homies all hopping in? Hey, Kristen. It's an adventurous week we got going on here.
She found me.
We were not ready for this.
So do you actually have a podcast too, or do you just like to surf on Podbean?
No, I do.
Okay,
yeah,
so
nice.
what's your podcast about?
I do a bunch of different things, but I'm a really big conspiracy buff.
What's your favorite conspiracy?
Probably the one that's in regards to the Constitution, the United States, the bankruptcy that U.S. came out of in 1999, how no sitting president that we think has been a president has actually been a president since Bill Clinton.
They actually aren't? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we have not had a legit president since 1999.
Wow. So I've heard one like actually that was further than that. That was like we haven't had an actual U.S. president since like Grant, but I didn't know that there was one from 1999 as well.
Yeah. So the United States fell out of bankruptcy in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
And basically everything that's been going on since then is just a show. We've technically been in martial law for a while, and I don't know. You guys know about QAnon, and all that shit?
Yeah. So are you actually are you a supporter of this conspiracy theory, or do you just like the conspiracy theory?
I don't support conspiracy theories. I just bring awareness to them.
Okay.
Because my idea is that if some crazy bullshit were to happen, I'd rather people be aware in advance, and in the event something did happen. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to be butthurt. Call me crazy, call me a loon or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I can take back whatever it was that I said. I don't have a problem being wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be aware.
Right.
Okay.
That's fair.
Makes perfect sense.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you should always know, what your subject. Oh my God, what your subject matter is, and who. I mean, I guess if that's your audience too, you gotta actually relate to them, or I guess. Anyway.
I got one coming on tonight. Actually, I'll be on tonight. I'm not sure exactly what time yet, but there's another one that I really, really like. It's something new that I've gotten into, and it has to do with vaccines, a CME or a solar flare or a coronal mass ejection, and DUMBs, or the deep underground military bases. Not sure if you guys have any awareness of that.
No, not at all. Like,
so here's the theory. As I try and roll this rose petal joint. So anywhere between 12 and 20,000 years, there's a solar event, and there's different stars all over the Earth that kind of back that up. The theory is that the sun is going to, there's either going to be a supernova or some type of. Yes, I have listened to Coast to Coast.
Yes.
There's supposedly some type of solar event. It's going to destroy majority of the planet. We have underground cities. There's supposedly 50 million people that live underground right now, and they're a civilization that's never surfaced. And in the event there was a solar flare or supernova to engulf Earth, where would we go? Well, we would go under the ground, right, in tunnels. So these underground military bases are being retrofitted as cities, and basically we will see the event in the sky. And once we see this event in the sky, we have basically 18 hours to get underground, and who's not down there is dead. And that's the conspiracy theories that's coming in within the next 5 to 20 years. Based on that 12,000 years, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I've heard something similar about this as well. But I thought it was like longer than that too, because I thought like we're expected to see a solar flare, but it's not going to be for like 20,000 years. Supernova won't happen for like another like million years, I think is what they said. Yeah, I mean that's just coming from like scientists or whatever like that. But
that would be really good,
right? I don't want to die in 20 years, although I never managed to live or never expected to live past 22. But
we're all gonna die anyways. It's all right.
You didn't expect to live past 22.
Yeah, whenever I was younger, when I was like 16, I never expected to live past 22. I thought I was gonna die just early, and it's still, like kind of there. But I'm hitting 30 this year, so fuck.
Hey, paid it, bro.
One of these years I'll stop paying rent. But fuck, man.
I got a question. How you guys feel about vaccinations?
I'm not going to get it.
I don't think. Are you specifically referring to like vaccinations in general? Or are you talking about specifically
COVID vaccine?
COVID, bro. Yeah.
The
or
COVID vaccine.
Johnson, Moderna, any of that shit.
Yeah. So the COVID vaccine, no, it's just for me. It hasn't been tried and proven enough. It's still fairly new.
So here's the thing, though, is like it did go through all the trials and tribulations that any other vaccine would go through.
Yeah, but every other vaccine has taken like a lot longer
time. Yeah,
we had our vaccine within a year.
Because it was a fucking pandemic. They had to push that, and so they did. But it still went through all the same necessary trials to be done and actually be, fucking Jesus Christ words, effective. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people have like this whole thing, like it's not even FDA approved. It's not FDA approved because you can't approve something in FDA regulations until 6 months after it's actually done. Like it can't be done.
Right.
But overall, like, so I guess that explains my stance on it. Like, I'm cool with the vaccine. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. I think it's safe. I'm not in a rush to get it because I know I'm healthy. I probably will end up getting it. But I feel perfectly fine now. Like, my exposure to normal people out there in the world is not that high risk.
Right. Yeah. See, I'm a bit more, I guess, right-wing conspiracy when it comes to the vaccine, you could say.
Right.
I look at it as the mark of the beast, to be honest with you.
Ah, okay. So, little bit of like religious background into it as well. So the mark of the beast, the way that I always thought it was whenever I was younger, is like, or at least the way that like my grandmother, my mother, and like Baptist priests would. I don't even know if they're fucking priests, but Baptist preachers would explain it as like, it's like a, you get like a number, pretty much, like the 666 number.
Like the mark of the Antichrist or some shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, in regards to that, just really quick, there's something called gematria, and it's a word calculator. And when you calculate the value of the word vaccination, it equals 666, bro.
Huh. Okay. So, yeah, I mean,
that's where I get mark of the beast.
So are you against all vaccines in that same aspect? Like no vaccines at all?
No, I'm not. I'm not at all.
Okay.
I am more along the lines, my thought is the vaccine didn't come because of COVID. COVID came so that they could
issue the vaccine?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the Wuhan lab, the coronavirus Wuhan lab, they named the fucking virus out of the lab where they were studying it. Come on, bro.
Well, they were studying it in that lab because that's where they were actually studying other variations of the coronavirus and SARS. Because China actually had an exposure to SARS back in 2003, 2004, I believe. And so they're actually trying to, which I'm sure you've heard a lot, is like, manipulate the virus and study it and things like that. The reason why they're trying to do that is to create these types of antibodies and these vaccines so that they can fight it off just in case there ever is a thing to where, these things can mutate. And SARS is one of those things that can mutate.
Yeah, most definitely. I think I'm just a little bit more skeptical when it comes to people like Bill Gates, who are not doctors and they have a say in what the fuck's going on. And he's been known to say that vaccinations are going to cause fix our depopulation issue. So that to me is not okay. I've heard Gates himself. I've heard him himself, words out of his mouth. I mean, of course, I wasn't right there, and I know CGI and all the bullshit. People do what they want when it comes to TV, but he said that vaccines will be how we solve our overpopulation issue. And if you look at the predicted population of the United States in 2025, how come 220 million of us are supposed to die between now and 2025?
Oh, it's simple. It's the class war that we're going to be getting into in the next few months. Poor versus the rich.
English class versus social studies. The class war.
That's BLM against Trump supporters.
That, like what Chauncey just said right now, where social studies versus English makes it sound racist because it's English versus social studies, which is usually about other countries. You fucking racist piece of shit.
That's pretty good, yo.
Personally, I'm going after math.
Thank you.
I'm going after math. Whoever the fuck Pythagoras is getting his ass beat. But that is what I guess 200. Would you say 20 million of us, or 200?
So yeah, 330 million down to 100 million.
Awesome. That means we're gonna have a lovely housing market, and I should be able to get something for cheap.
if you're still around, bro.
Yeah. I think I'm safe. Me and Chauncey have talked about this in our past conversations on the podcast where, like, apocalypse happens. We didn't really talk about, like, you know what I'm saying, like, not really an apocalypse, but I guess, like, a giant civil war that would, you know, eradicate a lot of people. But I think me and Chauncey are still safe. We kind of stick
because you're not see Lala bitches or what?
See Lala bitches.
No, I said because you're not sissy Lala bitches.
Oh, I mean, no, we're not the best to fight, honestly. Like, I'm a hefty man, but I've got bad knees. He's got a bad hip. We're not gonna be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're gonna be one of those passive survivors. Yeah, stick what you want, just don't kill me.
Oh, no.
Like,
never
don't come to us.
Okay, you guys don't understand my humor yet. I'm a sarcastic.
Oh no, we get it. We're just saying, that's just not what's happening. Right. So I was like, boy, I'll pull out this cane sword with the quickness, boy. On guard.
We've got a friend.
Me, bro. I watched all episodes of Walking Dead.
We've got a friend of ours who buys us weapons every year for our birthday. So we just got a rolling inventory.
Right. Every year we get a new weapon.
We do got an inventory. So we're like Grand Theft Auto characters.
Going through our inventory.
That friend, he knows what's up.
Exactly.
He does actually know what's up. That's why I'm also feeling a little bit safe. We got him, and we got another friend named Lano. And they're not really like doomsday preppers, but they are ready.
They are prepped.
They are prepped.
They are prepped.
Right.
Just on the regular though. Huh?
Right.
Man, this little rose petal joint look hella pretty though.
It do, don't it?
Yeah, it's there for the aesthetics.
I'm kind of afraid I might die though.
That's the same thing I thought when I was mixing all of them. I was like, man, I know all of these are safe to smoke, like all together. I know they're all safe to smoke, but damn, it'd be crazy if I die over this shit though.
Be like, I might need a spotter.
Right, I damn sure thought about it though, but I was like, I've already read up on it.
Real quick to jump back into the chat, because Kristen's been going off over here in the chat, just really just asking questions. I feel so sad. We are bad for her. Like, we left her off.
She's building up her hearts.
Right. So sorry, Kristen.
So she asked how much would the housing market be? You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying if 220 million people died off, I better be able to get like
taking a house.
Thank you. I better be free.
Like,
there's plenty of spots open.
Fight me for this house right now.
Right.
You will be added to the millions. Like,
exactly. On God.
I'm taking over a condo, like the whole building.
Super crazy though, is if it was like all the Hillary Clinton body bag count, like that 220 million.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Too many people woke up. Hillary had to call MS-13, and they went crazy on a United States.
Jesus.
Unbelievable.
You know she hires MS-13 for little people that she's annoyed by, right?
I think
I didn't know that.
I think every political person has some type of like hitman or something like that.
I feel like you need to if you're in that kind of a position.
If you're in politics,
yeah.
You have to, yeah.
You think do you think they're clean politicians?
So, all right. So this is a good thing.
Everybody insurance policies on their ass to act right.
Cubella, like, where are you located out of?
I'm born and raised 47 miles out of Nancy Pelosi's stink ass pussy backyard.
I don't know where that is.
Nancy Pelosi?
Is that Michigan?
San Francisco.
Okay. California. All right, go. Cool.
Born and raised, but I'm in Tucson, Arizona now. I just moved here in March.
Nice.
Oh, Arizona.
I had to get the fuck out.
Teddy wants to go to Arizona.
I hear California's not a good place to be right now. Yeah.
No, not at all. I got out right in the nick of time. Me and my kids. I got 2 boys. Their dad's still in California. I don't know what.
You gotta get out of there anyways, man. That earthquake's gonna move them tectonic plates and just have California just floating out there in the ocean, man.
Yeah, it's gonna become an island.
Gonna be swimming.
A peninsula?
Fuck up the rest of the country.
Would it be an island or a peninsula?
I think it's just gonna sink.
Would it be? I don't know. It could sink. It could do both of these things. I don't know.
About it breaking off, like just floating off in the distance. That'd be kind of dope too, though. Let them fuckers go.
They'd just get closer to Japan, and then I'd be kind of jealous.
Right. All right, Kristen. We'll see you later.
Bye, girl.
That would be crazy. Is it gonna be just floating off in the ocean? Is it just gonna just sink?
No, it's not.
I feel like it wouldn't sink.
Portions of it would
yeah.
sink. The coast would sink in.
Yeah.
Most of it would just kind of like crumble off where that San Andreas Fault is and everything like that. It also depends on where like the actual earthquake happens. But outside of California, like that's gonna have like huge drawbacks for the rest of the country, the continent, really.
What kind of drawbacks?
Drawbacks in terms of like you're gonna feel the shake over here in Florida.
Oh. Like and then that's when Florida's gonna sink underwater because we're gonna get submerged apparently.
Eventually, Eventually, yeah.
What happened to the United States economy if California and Florida or New York didn't exist?
Oh man, God, we would be so French. In like terms of economy. Well, here's another thing too. Like America doesn't have as great as an economy as we originally thought. Like maybe whenever we were growing up, yes, it was still at the height, but that was the downfall. Like that was the peak, and it really like started going down since like the 80s and the 90s. Now here we are, and like you've got people. It's really bad whenever you've got countries like Rwanda, who have like drones delivering medical supplies from hospital to hospital, and like they're like every kid in their schools has a laptop. You know what I'm saying? They can have that, but our kids in our schools can barely get up-to-date textbooks. So how can you really say that we're the best and we're the number one in the economy anymore? Right. When you got shit like that. And then you've got, if you want to take that further and not look at countries that were seemed, and I'm doing that with air quotations, to be like poor countries, where you've got like Japan, who is at the height. You've got South Korea, who is at the height. Right. China, who is at the height of the economy, and it's because of all their trade and their commerce and everything like that. So like really, you know what I'm saying? We're doing like really good for like 22nd.
We're doing really good for a country that's only like what? How many years old? We're like the youngest one out there.
243 or
that's
something?
That's it. Like,
well, 1776, right?
Yeah, 1776, yeah.
I can't do math, but it's around 240 something.
So, like, we hit our peak. Now we're going to hit, like, we're going to crash for a bit.
We are going to crash, yeah. That's another reason why I think, like, this whole, like, capitalist mindset is now coming out. Like, the whole capitalism versus socialism, like, mindset or aspects that you're getting in America is to where, like, you have the younger generation who's seeing that, like, capitalism and what we had back in the day, it just simply isn't working anymore in today's world. You know, things have changed and it's not really beneficial anymore.
Right. Add to that God hates America right now. I feel like we're in trouble. I feel like something's coming.
See, on this podcast, you're actually speaking to like 3 agnostics, and one of them is like, if anything, he's like Muslim and Christian. So,
I'm a hodgepodge.
Okay, yeah, he's a hodgepodge.
Like, what the?
He was Marcus looking around the room like, who's Muslim and Christian? Me, Marcus. Me.
But so like I don't think any of us over here on this side actually feel like we're in danger from any type of religion aspect or anything like that. I think
I don't agree with religion. I think faith is the way to go. Religion is a way to separate people, but
religion does separate people, and I feel like
absolutely
it was planned.
Yeah,
it was designed.
It's been used to control people,
absolutely.
And that's
it's
where
used to control the population.
Yeah, see, religion does help people in certain aspects, but it's just had such a long history of just being used to manipulate others.
Yeah,
you know.
English language in itself is very, very confusing, and that's done on purpose.
You have to look at the textbooks as guidelines.
The reason our textbooks are shit is because they're trying to figure out what to write for their fucking history book. You know, they're rewriting his story.
Sure.
Basically.
Preach, my sister, preach.
I can't get this rose blunt to stay lit.
Oh, dang. They weren't dry enough then, because mine stay lit. They was crunchy though.
They was crunchy.
Was crunchy. I heard them
snap cackle pop.
I heard that though.
I think maybe I rolled it too loose. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't taste as horrible as I thought it would.
Yeah, that's why I was like, the rose petals don't taste bad. I actually like the way that the rose petals and the lavender taste with it. Like,
I don't like the lavender.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's a little bit too harsh. That barbecue tasty smell just doesn't work for me.
Okay, is it making like hickory?
Hickory. It's making me smoky sweet.
Applewood.
Carolina.
Mesquite.
Nah, I'm just, I don't like it.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I was like, the rose, I want to try the chamomile by itself and the hibiscus by itself, just so I can see what they taste like alone. But I don't know with the chamomile, because it's like when you break it up, it turns into like strings. So it's just like, fuck, man. How do I know I'm adding enough? How do I know I'm adding too little? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do I know it's just not blending in with this shit? Like, you know, so... Oh no!
Have you ever tried dabbing resin?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I do it all. I do it all.
Yeah.
I never even thought about dabbing resin until the other day, and I was like, "Motherfucker, I'm out of butane or butane, whatever the fuck."
Propane and propane accessories.
Propane accessories. And butane and butane accessories. But yeah, I was like, we do resin dabs.
We actually just had a friend come over yesterday to do DMT.
Facts.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to go to Machu Picchu. I want to do that 5-day resort and shit.
Oh, you're trying to do ayahuasca.
Oh, I want to puke all over the place and do some fucking demons or whoever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
I don't know about puking all over the place. Like I had.
Yeah, that's what the ayahuasca supposedly does. Like
it's a purge.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a purge. Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you don't throw up, you have hella bad trips.
I heard. I ain't worried about that. I'm pretty good with my demons.
I don't like throwing up.
No, yeah. See, it's just the throw up part for me.
Do you have a cool DMT story? Like, I get stuck on that.
So
Teddy does.
I do. I
have a weird one, so we will get to mine.
Yeah. So Marcus, we had Marcus do DMT, but it didn't really affect him. I feel like he didn't. I wanted him to try, like, keep going back from bigger hits, but he kind of just, like, stopped and that was it.
Yeah.
But for me, I kind of did my research into it a little bit and, like, just, you know, learned a little bit about how you're supposed to hit it and the types of, you know, hits. And so whenever I was smoking it, I was kind of, like, just keep going back and back once it started to vapor. And then once it hit, I kind of, like, just, like, I was like, whoa. And closed my eyes and just laid back. And in my head, it was kind of like I was in like this negative space. There was nothing there, but I was standing at like what would be seen as like a bus stop. And I'm sitting there or standing there and I'm just kind of like, wow, here I am. And at the same time, like Lucas or our friend Lucas and Chauncey was here and they're kind of like watching me from the outside and I can hear them talking. And Lucas puts on this song and that was fucking crazy. Like that was amazing. That was just a wonderful aesthetically pleasing portion of it. And so it was like nice to be in my head in this random space but still be aware of what's going on around me outside my body. And as I was there, I remember having these thoughts that were kind of like entering my head where it was kind of like, I don't know what the fuck I just took. I don't know what's in DMT. I could die right now. And then I had to tell myself, don't trip out. You literally asked to do this. If you die, you die.
Hey, man.
Damn.
And then as soon as that happened, this gondola showed up, and I hopped on the gondola, and I'm like going up into nothingness, but I'm pretty much taking this ride, this journey upwards. And even on the gondola ride, I was still having like negative thoughts that were kind of like popping up. And then I got to like this area that was kind of looked like a fishbowl lens of like this giant cityscape utopia. And above the city were like these kind of like robotic puppeteers who were just kind of like orchestrating everything. And I was on like this rooftop garden lawn, and right next to me was this 4-foot tall rabbit.
Oh,
this rabbit and me were so fucking cool. Like we were fucking chilling, because like once I got up there, I was kind of like looking at everything. I was like, holy fucking shit, this is like mind blowing. And he's like, I know, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Like this is like kind of what everything is, and like you just gotta take it in, man. Like this is just you know, this is like life, you know?
I wonder why a rabbit for you. Like, do you identify with furry little...
We did watch Jojo Rabbit probably like a couple weeks before that.
But there's no rabbit in Jojo Rabbit.
Or what?
But the name.
But, so, I mean, I do like fucking all furry critters, so I don't know, maybe that could have been a thing. I have no idea, but I also remember as I was there on that rooftop, I had like another negative thought of like, I could die right now. But then, like, the puppeteer kind of, like, came by and, like, washed it away from me. I was like, no, don't worry about that. Like, you don't need to think about negative thoughts. You're here right now. And then that's when the rabbit, like, me and him just started talking again. And, like, we were just sitting there on the rooftop hanging out. And since then, I've never done DMT again because I'm worried about trying it again and never getting that effect. And I miss my rabbit buddy to this day.
Aww.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
What color was he?
He was gray. Like, just a regular gray rabbit.
Aww.
Long-eared.
No, it was kind of
like
short
a
hair.
Peter Rabbit.
Yeah, kind of like a Peter Rabbit. Yeah, you know, gray.
Like a Peter Rabbit.
Like a Bugs Bunny.
Bugsy Bunny.
You know.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
He didn't talk like that.
Thank God.
Yeah, like I don't want Bugs Bunny. Honestly,
What are you doing, Doc?
but he was pretty cool.
Yeah. Mine was almost non-existent, basically. I don't know, I had like a relapse, backlash. I don't know what it was.
His took effect like 6 hours later.
Right. Supposedly, you're not supposed to do like any other drugs like before you do DMT, and I smoked like a goddamn chimney, so you know it just wasn't possible for me to not have weed in my system like within that time frame that we were doing DMT. So I did it. And, you know, I felt like I got the hits. Like, you know, I felt like I did it properly. I don't know, Teddy didn't tell me I didn't. So, you know, I did get that throw up feeling, and I was just like, I feel like if I go in for one more, I'm gonna throw up all in this bomb. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt.
I didn't get the throw up feeling. I just got like a lightheadedness, and that's when like the world shifted.
Yeah, no, I got that lightheaded feeling, and then my mouth started to water, but I was like, like I don't like that. So I stopped, and then I sat there for like the 10 minutes just to see. Nothing happened. We go to bed like a few hours later. I lay down in bed like face down,
ass up.
That's the way I like to fuck. Yes. Lay down face down with my head on my hands or whatever, like, you know, got my hands crossed, and then I'm just chilling. And then next thing you know, I feel like I'm being like forced down, like I couldn't move, like that, like all of a sudden it felt like, dude, like I got hit, like, and like 100 times gravity Goku traded, like type shit, like I couldn't move. And then next thing you know, like everything around me was like white, and then I had like this like circle kaleidoscope like effect, because it was like colors all around the ring, like just like traveling like me through like a wormhole type of thing. Right. And then like I kept hearing like the fucking, you know, the fucking film company THX, that, oh my god, that shit fucking was annoying, bruh. I hated that part so much, and like it just kept getting louder. And then all I remember is telling myself, I was like, yo, if I'm about to die right now, like over like I feel like I'm having a seizure or something. I was like, God, if you kill me like with a fucking seizure, you a whole bitch. Like I'm selling out God, like all types of shit, man. Fuck you, fuck Jesus, fuck them apostle ass niggas, like my like fuck them apostle ass
bitch impregnated magically.
Know what I'm saying? Like I'm selling out like hard body, because I'm like, nigga, I got sickle cell, bitch. I got a blood disease you could have killed me with years ago, bitch. I wasn't supposed to make it past 11. You let me get to 31. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what you decide, bitch. I was so high. And then like
Did you forget that were you thinking you had a seizure because of the after effect, or did you forget that you had done the DMT and that it did you realize what was happening? Or
I had a feeling it was the DMT, like once I was in it, but I was like, what is this, like a seizure? And I was just like, it could be the DMT, but I'm like, nigga, it was like, just like how Teddy said, it was like 6 hours later, like, you know, when I did finally go to sleep. So that's why I'm like, it can't be that. Like, that's so random if that's the case.
Yeah, I can tell you from experience. I've had I've probably had hundreds of seizures. I have fainting episodes, and I pass out. Every time I pass out, I have a seizure since I was 15. But anyways, you do not know you're having a seizure when you have a seizure.
Yeah, I understand. I got a homie that has seizures like often if he don't take his meds. So it's like I have to watch him when I'm with him, make sure he's taking his meds or not, because he'll just flip out on me out of nowhere, and I'm just like, oh my god.
You start planking, biting his tongue and everything.
Right, I gotta make sure he don't bite his tongue, all this other shit, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, bro, I didn't come over here for this. And then he comes out that bill, I'm sorry, dog. I'm like, fuck, nigga. He's like, it's cool though, like, I don't know this man for years, so I don't care that he goes through that shit, but he know I'm a bitch about it afterwards though. But yeah, so then like when this THX sound like gets like at the max, like, you know how it is like at the end of the shit, like, yeah, it feels like I just got dropped on my ass, like, like, and I could start moving again, and I was just like, that was fucking crazy. And then I sold out God for like 3 more minutes before I went to sleep.
You went to sleep after that?
Oh yeah. I was tired. Fuck that. I ain't worried about it not.
Alright.
We all gotta die at some point. Just like I said, I wasn't supposed to make it past 11. I was like, I'm 31. I ain't worried about that shit now. So I ain't worried. If I go, I go. Hey man, my new game plus lasted 20 years, bitch. Oh, boy.
So where are y'all at? Where you guys live?
We're actually located out in Tampa, Florida. Tampa Bay's #1 rated R podcast.
Because there's no rating on podcasts, so we can be R-rated.
We're not even R-rated. We don't even really talk about anything like R-rated.
We say the F-bomb a lot.
We do say the
and
F-bomb
that's what
a lot.
makes us R-rated.
You're right.
I was gonna say, you guys sound a little too smart to be like.
Why, thank you. Oh, yes. As I stroke my imaginary beard. I ain't even got one of those. I got peach fuzz.
Bunch of things.
Right, I'm working on it. I've had the same peach fuzz since I was 13. It's crazy. It's gotten a little bit thicker since then, but
it must be kind of like just a big fucking fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you started growing hair at a young age, and then like it just never went anywhere. It's like, damn, I thought I was gonna be fucking having a whole beard and everything. Because it was opposite for me. I didn't grow facial hair until I was like 18, 19 years old.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
That's
it just
crazy.
like started coming in, and I was like, huh, thank God, man.
I still got like these 6-7 strings of hair on my chin. My little chinny chin. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make sure they moisturize.
I got a 15-year-old. He's turned 15 in April. And this kid, he's big. He's 6'2", 240 pounds.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he's got
he better be in a sport.
Full-fledged beard. Like, this kid has to shave like every couple of days, and he's the only. Okay, so he's blonde and dirty blonde, but his beard is white. Like
white?
Huh.
It's like you gotta catch that shit's in the light. Like
That's crazy.
It's blonde as hell, right? Just on his chin. Just his chin.
Oh, okay, so he's got like the lack of pigmentation there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I started growing gray hairs in a part of my beard.
I got one.
Yeah,
Just one.
It's just one so far in the beard, but I'm noticing a lot more on the top of my head.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I have none.
Waiting to see if the grays appear on me in my dreads. I ain't
Probably
got no
not,
grays
because you
yet.
still look 12.
Yes, because black don't crack. Yes.
Speaking of, Marcus, have you seen Jesus recently?
No.
He cut off all his hair, and he looks like Negasonic Teenage Warhead from Deadpool.
He looks like Chrissy.
Yeah, he came over yesterday, right, to do the DMT, or he came over the day before, I think, to pick up weed, and it looked like him and Chauncey were dating. Two studs were just going out. Fuck you, bitch.
That's fucking hilarious.
Fuck you. Oh yeah, Q. So you don't know the jokes. So yes, I don't know if you've checked. Well, there's not much on our Well, on our Facebook, you know, if you check out our Facebook, you know, Sundays with the boys, there's a picture of me on there, and all my friends say I look like Tracy Chapman. I can't say that it's not true, but I can say that it is disrespectful.
Like, also though, that joke goes a little bit deeper because people have mistaken him for a woman.
Girls have mistaken me for women multiple times. I've lost a lot of pussy that way. Girls wanted to fuck me because they thought I was a chick, and then when they found out I was a dude, no, I was like, oh, man, that is a crusher to the ego right there. Hard body boy.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I used to get in the clubs free. It was crazy. I got my little drink cup. Drink till midnight.
Okay, now I'm kind of curious.
It's fucking hilarious. So yeah, I get the stud treatment a lot. It's fucking great. It's not great, but I look like my mom, man. I can't do nothing about that. I was cursed and blessed with her face.
That's what's up. Rather look like a pretty girl than an ugly boy, right?
Yeah, I know. Oh man, I forgot to tell y'all. So Lucas, when I did the whole the cartoon character edit thing, you know, and it still makes me look like a girl cartoon Pixar character. One of my stud homies, she messages on the post. She was like, "You look like a girl," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's the whole point of me making the post and saying." I look like a girl, right? You know, that's the whole point. Lucas called me right after that. He was like, "You're a prettier girl than she is." I was fucking dying. I'm like, "That's OD, bruh." So it was like, it was like, "You're a prettier girl. She's a handsome nigga." I'm like, that's OD.
That is horrible to call a woman a handsome.
Oh man, it's bad, man. But me and my friends don't give no fucks. So I was like, this dude called me. I'm like, this man called me for this shit just to tell me I'm a pretty girl. I'm like, you a whole bitch.
I think I feel a little lightheaded or something, y'all.
Yeah, man, you feel something.
Now, is it a bad lightheaded or is it a good lightheaded?
Nah,
do you feel relaxed?
No, like I had to ask myself, do I feel my body right now?
Yeah, it's
that's
nice and calming.
That's actually what it does, yeah.
It's a nice
so
and calming.
It's not like you're getting like weed high or anything like that,
right.
but you do get like a body.
Yeah,
high.
or it's not a head, it's a body, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of different.
Yeah. I enjoy it so far. So far, so good. Until I have adverse reactions, then I'll be like, fuck, don't do it no more. No, I'm just playing. That's not going
Oh my god.
Right.
I can't see.
Right, can't see out of one eye. It caused me to go blind. That'd be OD.
To go blind from rose petals?
Smoking rose petals, chamomile lemon. It's like, yes, you're not supposed to smoke this exact concoction. There's a chemical that is created when you combine all of these.
So there was something of saying like there is like some adverse effect, but I can't remember what the fuck it was. And now I'm trying to actually.
Smells like poo.
Your mouth smells like boo boo. Cause roses really smell like boo boo boo. Yeah. Caroline. That's how you gotta do it.
So pretty much the only bad thing about smoking rose petals is just the regular adverse effects of smoking.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you're gonna have like breathing problems, and, shit like that. Okay.
The regular problems that comes with smoking anything, yes.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
all right.
That's out of the way.
Right. I'm glad it's nothing worse than that.
All right. So, yeah, you get to eliminate the tobacco. I mean, unless you smoke with a blunt.
A blunt, yeah. And that's why I was like, I got cones in my room. I could have been using cones, or did I throw them away? I don't know. I have to check after this. But yeah, I thought about that. I want to roll a cone with like just all my herbs, see what that's like all together just by themselves, because they sell that shit online like that too.
Oh, yeah.
So I always wanted to just try those, you know, make my own mix, and then I'll find out, all right, I like more of this taste to come out, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Eventually I'll be there, be a full-blown botanist.
You're not a botanist. You just smoke it.
Right.
I don't know if you can label yourself a botanist, sir.
Yes. Labeling myself an herbologist. Study of the herbs and how they smoke.
That's simply all of the method, man.
I'm a smokeologist.
Like fucking, how high?
Yeah.
Yes.
But we are an hour into the show, guys, so we'll switch the pace up a little bit. I know Teddy had some stuff he wanted to ask you, Marcus.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not really you, but like just some general questions
General
for
questions
actually
for all
both
of
of
us.
you, because like I wasn't expecting Marcus to come on, and me and Chauncey have already kind of like been expecting for it to eventually lead to just me and him being on an episode by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We've been pretty good, 19 episodes so far, with always having, you know, another either cast member or like fucking
a guest
or something like that.
Right.
And Lucas is always kind of just like, you know, you guys can take a break. Me and Chauncey don't have any plans on taking a break.
Right.
Something that we do just for 2 hours out of our day.
Right.
You know.
We can do this easily.
Right.
No issue. But so where do you guys actually have any like aspirations or anything like that? Like big dreams that you would still like to achieve or do? Because like for me, it is like this podcast, and you know, I would like to eventually someday, you know, finish writing that TV show that I was talking about for like 4 years. You know, we'll see when we get there. But like stuff like that, because I know like Marcus, you were originally like doing your art and everything like that, but I don't even know if that was really a thing for you to like dream of
Like
doing.
you were aspiring to do type shit.
But now you've become a realist. You know, you're HVAC school technician, man.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I'm in a point in my sound far as fuck to me. I guess I'm in a point in my life where I wouldn't give up on my dreams. I'm not saying giving up on my dreams, but I am at a point where I feel like I need to become more financially stable. So I'm just like looking for ways where I can just like, all right, this is going to make me money so that I can get to a point in my life where I'm comfortable, I'm happy. And it's like,
to where you can do the type of things that you want to dream about and actually do.
Because my ultimate goal is just to be able to sit on my ass and do whatever the fuck I want.
I feel that.
So, I mean, like, the main thing that I've been thinking about, like, I'm not even looking at HVAC as a career. I'm looking at it as a stepping stone.
Like a means of...
Yeah.
There's a phrase.
No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know there's a phrase.
Like, am I wrong?
You're not wrong, but you didn't get it right.
Kristen said stability. Is that it?
Yeah, Kristen did say stability, but that's not what I was wanting. It's a means of. It's not a means of production either. Fuck, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm just this entire week since Mercury's been in Gatorade. Like I can't think.
You know, margarine
Mercury's
has
been in Gatorade.
Yes, and margarine has it in promenade.
Oh man, no, I didn't know that. It's Powerade and Minute Maid right now.
Minute Maid is in Powerade. Yes. That's the one.
Fucking planet.
We're gonna put that on the shirt. I'm only acting like this because Minute Maid is in Powerade. That sounds like a lit ass shirt now that I think about it. Oh man, but I want to get back to that thing that you said about your dreams coming true or whatever. I was watching an interview with Sadhguru. He's a Indian guru, like philosopher or whatever, guru, you know. And he had an interview with Matthew McConaughey, and all right. Right. And I was like, I like Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey's actually a really cool dude.
Matthew McConaughey is a cool ass Southern dude, and I did not know that this dude was from Texas.
He's actually running for Texas governor.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that happens, Texas is the new California.
Matthew McConaughey is actually a pretty liberal dude. It's actually funny. There was a video that I was watching, and we'll get back to Sadhguru and shit like that.
Yeah, whatever.
There was a video that I was watching, and it's called like Conversations with a Black Person, and pretty much there's just this guy, and he invites people on to just kind of like ask those or you know, the complex questions that you've always wanted to ask black people, I guess. Like there's one where he brings an entire police force on, and he's like, you know, how do you guys view black people? Like, do you feel like it's really a thing? And he has that kind of conversation. But like his second episode or his first episode is with Matthew McConaughey, and Matthew McConaughey found him and was like, I want to have these types of conversations with you.
Matthew McConaughey likes to have those types of conversations. I see. I was like, he's a very deep intellectual person.
He is a very intellectual person. He's a very like kind, gentle person. Yeah, too. Like he's very really down to earth.
Right. But yeah, what he was speaking about with Sarguru was saying that he has a saying that says he hopes your dreams don't come true. And the reason for that is because then once your dreams come true, then are you really going to be happy? Because just how human nature is, you know, we're really never satisfied with anything. You know, we're always trying to push to the next thing, you know. So then if your dreams come true, then you have nothing to aspire to. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't. You have nothing to look forward to after that. When you're okay, if you do make your dreams, then what else is there after that?
You achieved what you were looking for, and now you have nothing else to push for.
Exactly. I actually saw a post about that too. Where
so I like that saying.
It was kind of like, if all your problems went away, would you even notice?
Right, you would find something to complain about.
And that's the thing too, because like whenever you have that type of mentality of like, I'm always in some type of issue. You know what I'm saying? I'm like you always look for the negative. You always have that negative. So if your problems went away, would you actually be happy, or are you just always looking at a negative? Because even now, like, of course, me dealing with depression, like I kind of have those thoughts every now and again where I'm just like, fuck, dude, like my life is terrible. I hate myself. I don't want to be here. But like also at the same time, like doing this podcast, I'm 100% better than I was 3 years ago thinking about doing a podcast. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything. Like I don't have any fans. I don't have any like fucking you know, sponsors or anything like that. But I'm still here and doing it. So it's better than nothing. And it's a 100% success rate so far. Right. Just because I am doing it.
Right.
But yeah, so I mean, I think also with that type of mindset of like, you know, once you achieve your dreams, like where do you go from there?
Right.
Everything's always a stepping stone.
Everything is
once you reach what you perceive to be the top, there's always another level. There always will be another level.
Like, so I have a little interesting.
I forgot you were here. hey, Q-Bella.
What?
So sorry, I forgot you were here.
Oh, did I scare you?
Yes, a little bit.
All I was gonna say was like in regards to, you know, goal setting and all that shit. I've kind of been the type of person to never have a plan. I don't set expectations or goals for myself usually, because if I eliminate the self-disappointment in not reaching them. So I can't really, I mean, there's of course things that I would wish to have, but when it comes to actually doing, I guess I'm just lazy. Bottom line, I'm lazy.
When it comes down to it, I'm just fucking lazy.
So no, we're gonna think about that in positive light. You're a minimalist. You don't require a lot.
Absolutely.
You know, it's all about thought tracking. You gotta have the positive thoughts.
Well, to give you a little bit of background, the reason I left California was I was in a 7-year relationship with a meth user, and it got to a point where I, for whatever reason, I didn't leave. He kind of made me, I can't say me, people are gonna be like, oh, you could have left, but like it got to the point where I started using too, to see what it was all about. And I got into a really dark place. He's very violent and abusive. And I up and left California with my purse and the clothes on my back.
Okay.
I left my vehicles, my everything I left, because I had an opportunity to come to Arizona. I hopped in the car, somebody that was headed there, and I left.
Yeah, I mean, Definitely shout out to you for getting yourself out of that situation.
That's a lot of willpower.
Like that's definitely a lot of willpower. A strong move to make, actually. So like I don't know if you could really call yourself lazy after that type of statement.
Yeah.
Like that's a pretty big jump.
So yeah, I'm 88 days clean.
Nice.
That's
Congratulations.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's totally different life. Not having to wake up wondering if your phone, your car keys, your wallet's been taken. Man, I've been woken up getting slapped like for a text message that comes through my phone, and I don't know who the fuck it is. You know, it's just, man, life is totally different since March.
That's real.
And
that's real.
I think maybe I didn't ever really make plans or goals for my life because I knew if I ever tried to achieve anything, he would be right there to tear it down.
Yeah. And so, I mean, well, with you now moving on, have you thought about actually making goals since then? Now, within the past 88 days? I mean, I know, of course, like your sobriety is definitely one, and you're achieving that every day.
Yeah, I've got a little bit more healing to do.
Mm-hmm.
He really tore me down as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of self-esteem to build back up before I don't go anywhere. I don't literally the engagement that I have with people outside of my family is Podbean, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok,
social media.
Yeah, I don't have the self-esteem. I don't have that chip on my shoulder that he took away, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think right now, if I were to put a goal in front of myself, it would to go back to me. Get back to me.
I feel where you're coming from with that.
Oh, weed is my best friend.
Mary Jane.
Is that Community?
No, that was Mary Jane by
Mary
Rick
Jane.
James.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
But it was close because I only did that boop 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 boop.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So I can see where you get that.
That's crazy.
Oh, hey, what's up, Sean? I didn't see you. I haven't been in the chat. My bad. Oh, and Crazy Lady came in too. What's up, y'all?
You just got your whole like friend group in
Right,
there,
the
huh?
squad
Like,
is following you. I see.
That's what's
the dude,
up.
I'm trying to think. Sean, are you the dude from West Virginia or are you the dude from Canada?
I want to say he's the Virginia one.
Is it the Virginia one with the karate class that we can fight as kids? Like he said that we could fight as kids?
I want to
man,
say
that would
that's
be
him.
great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you're doing a cannabis review right now because we've actually we're smoking one with rose petals right now again.
Yeah, rose petals, chamomile,
Rose petals too.
biscuits.
It looks pretty nice.
Damn. Chauncey had just rolled up another one with rose petals in there too. I am looking to enjoy the chamomile.
That paper bag, that's his face mask.
Lead. What was the other question? I completely forgot. Oh, no, you were on me. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I was
like, do you have any dreams or aspirations? Because Chauncey is an enigma, guys. Chauncey doesn't really talk about his personal life. We've only found out about his personal life through, like, random encounters that we've, like, met other people that he knew at, like, the mall or the grocery store. And we found out that he used to be, like, a fucking music producer. He used to be, like, a club promoter.
He used to be a dancer. Was in a motorcycle gang. Like.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised if this motherfucker was the left leg of Voltron.
Wow. That sounded like one line that you were waiting to put out there.
That's hilarious, bro.
Like, but really though, Chauncey, is like, do you have anything big that you are striving to, or that like any type of dream that you would like to achieve, or anything like that?
Probably my art.
Your art?
Yeah, I want to get back into it.
So like actually drawing. I know that's why you want an iPad so you can draw and everything like that.
Yeah.
But that's so that it is something that you're actually looking to get into.
Because I can't dance no more.
It's because he's got guilty feet.
Guilty feet. Because you know they ain't got no rhythm. Oh yeah, but yeah, I was like, I had to give up on dancing years ago, just because I knew before even my shit started acting up that I was gonna have like issues with like my knees and my hips. I don't know. I foresaw that, like at like 13. I was just like fucking crazy. Like I already fucking thought about that shit at like that young of an age. Yeah, and then that shit happened, and I was just like, yeah, so that wouldn't been great. You know? So I can't do that no more. And music, I just like to listen to music now. So that's pretty much just why I don't like to do music no more. I just like to listen to it. You know, I do get that hankling like, man, I would have did this, or some shit like that. But you know, it's nothing that I just want to like pursue. I feel you. You know, but I used to enjoy drawing like a lot. Like I did all that through. Well, I did drawing all through all that other shit that I did anyways, and then I just stopped one day. So you know. And I just been feeling like
if anybody knows, Marcus knows.
Anybody knows,
Marcus knows.
Right. So yeah, that's pretty much my main thing outside of the podcast, of course, because you know I still want to continue to do this. Probably streaming too.
Yeah,
I want to get into
some aspect.
Too, yeah.
Well, yeah, Marcus, you dabbled in it, you know, just a little bit. Gin Bottle Genie.
And I'm trying to get back into it. Like I tried to stream last night because I was playing this demo for a game called Naraka Blade Point, which is a battle royale with martial artists, and you just run around this world picking up like swords, bruh, dead ass. You run around picking up swords and like bow and arrows and like crossbows and stuff. But it's pretty solid, honestly, man. Like at first when I seen gameplay of it, I thought it was Dynasty Warriors. I thought I was looking at a Dynasty Warriors game, and I looked at the description. I was like battle royale, and I completely blanked out. I was like, what the fuck is a battle royale? And I was like, wait, they're talking about Call of Duty, Fortnite. Like, there's no way this game is like that. So I downloaded it, and pretty solid. Yeah, but I couldn't stream it for some reason. I don't know if there's a block on it because it's a demo, or it's early access, or
some shit like that.
Yeah. But I would like to get back into making like 7-minute to waste videos. Just have to find good days to get wasted.
Gotta find good days to get wasted. If you ever want to come over here, there's always alcohol.
That's true. But the thing I discovered about myself, I hate drinking.
I hate drinking too.
I don't like drinking anymore. The day that like we had all of the old coworkers over, and like the name of this episode, by the way, for anybody listening, is called Sundays with the Boys, Teddy and Chauncey's shit show, where we just had a whole bunch of coworkers come over after going out and drinking, and then they came back and got high and drunk some more, and it's a fucking absolute shit show. But it's such a good fucking listen if anybody ever wants to.
For real.
But that day I didn't drink. Yeah. And I woke up that morning so fucking happy because I got absolutely fucking high. Like I got high to a point where I was like, damn, I haven't been this high in a long time. Yeah. And but I woke up feeling so fucking great, and I was like, see, if I would have drank last night, I would have feeling like shit. Yeah, I would have been like, nope, not doing this, because we were also recording that next day too.
Yeah, no, see, if I drink now, it's like a nightcap. It'll help me go to sleep. You know, I drink like a glass. Help me take the pain away.
Help me take the pain away.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been like hella stiff lately. I think it's because I'm getting old, man. But
we're all getting old.
Yeah. I also have to work on my like just talking to myself while I'm playing the game, because I'm not too verbal.
Yeah, you always have to communicate, no matter what.
I know.
Just whatever, like just imagine. Yeah. I feel like it wouldn't be bad for me because I have an issue that I've realized because like during my job, like I just drive around. I have conversations with myself all the fucking time, like full on verbal conversations with myself. I'm very worried sometimes. I am absolutely terrified because I'll be like 5 minutes into it. I'm like, who the fuck am I talking to? Like, what the fuck am I doing right now?
Just ranting.
I'm just absolutely ranting.
Fucking crazy.
It's just, all there is mental, Mike.
It is mental. But I feel like I'm good with horror games. I just have terrible anxiety.
Oh man.
Yeah, like I still can't get past Resident Evil 7. I put on the demo for Resident Evil 8 and the werewolves terrified me. Yeah, man, that shit scared the fuck out of me.
So apparently what I'm doing is called ruminating.
Ruminating?
Yes, I will Google that word right now.
Ruminating?
It's called ruminating thoughts. The process of continuously thinking about the same thoughts, which tend to be sad or dark, is called rumination. A habit of rumination can be dangerous to your mental health, as it can prolong or intensify depression, as well as, I don't know if I'm ruminating.
I don't know.
These conversations aren't really like, oh, you're a piece of shit, Teddy, you need to get your fucking life together, you're fucking useless. It's kind of more like just like random conversations. Like, just, I don't know how to really put it. It's just absolutely random, and then I just find myself having a conversation about it, or I'll think about like a topic to talk about on the show, and then I'll just start having that conversation again by myself. I've actually thought about doing like TikTok videos like while I'm driving. That way I can have somebody to fucking talk to, I guess, or just like record my ramblings and just like post it.
Be a ramble poster.
Yes.
Sounds insane. Got a question.
Yes.
Do you guys feel that you're selfish?
Sometimes a lot, actually. Sometimes a lot of the time. Yeah, but yeah, actually I do.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
And I feel bad. Like I try not to be.
I feel you.
Selfish with my time. Selfish with
I want to more like. Is it more like internal like selfishness or external selfishness?
What do you mean?
It's like internal would be selfish to yourself, and external would be as in
You're selfish at the expense of others?
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
And then mine would be internal.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I just couldn't get the fucking thought out.
External. Like I said, selfish with my time, or even selfish with one thing that I think is extremely selfish is I won't accept help, or like.
Do you feel like it's really just putting your problems on somebody else?
No, I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like by accepting somebody's help, I in turn owe them something. So
yes.
The give and take thing.
The give and take, and I feel like it's kind of extremely selfish of me sometimes by just thinking of something like that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird at the same time, is because if somebody asks me for help, I'll do it.
It's also kind of weird if you think about that, because you're not really being selfish because you think that you owe them something. So really, like, you're not being selfish. You're just being kind of like a barter system of unconditional. What was that word that you just used, like right before I said something? Oh, well, fuck, now we're here.
Now we're here. We're gonna play this back in the recording.
Consideration, like,
genuine, considerate.
Considerate was the word. Yes. So unconditionally considerate, to take into, like, if you were to accept that person's help or ask them for help, now you owe them. So you are in turn just not really being selfish. But then again, I guess you are, because you're not accepting help.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck you, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not a therapist. Don't ask me.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. So I have selfish thoughts and selfish ideas.
That's fair.
But ever since I was younger, I was always taught to not be selfish and to always like lend a helping hand and to put myself on a back burner in a way. So even though I have them, I actively go against it. But now, recently, part of my mental health betterment, I guess. I don't fucking shit. Why are words so difficult, man? I need to get a thesaurus. But to better myself and to put me in a better mood, I am now acting more selfishly. It's not even really selfish. It's more just putting those boundaries up, because there's a lot of times, and I mean a lot, where, because me dealing with depression, if anybody ever is dealing with depression, I always feel like I need to be there for them, regardless of what I'm going through, and I feel like I always have to have that extended hand out to always just be there for somebody. And there's been multiple times where people will hit me up and I'll drop everything and I'll just start fucking driving to wherever they are and make sure that they're doing okay, or like, hop on the phone for 3-4 hours to go ahead and talk them off the ledge, per se. But it's really kind of like watering dead plants. Because nobody really does the same for me. And like, I'm also, like, you guys know it, I'm not very verbal about what I go through.
Right.
Or how I'm feeling. But at the same time, like, if you're...
He can't say the same for him, because I'm always there if he wants me to be.
He's not.
I am.
He's not. He thinks he is, because because he'll ask every 2 months, hey man, how you doing?
2 months, I ask him every day how he doing. I do.
Or I'll just come in and he'll be like, today was a rough day. Yeah.
Because I can feel the difference in the energy, bro. Yeah, know what I'm saying? Your aura coming in all foggy as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The vibrations is all
exactly. Like, what?
So I came in the other day after, like, the day before I worked and then did DoorDash after work, and then like came home at like fucking midnight and didn't go to bed till like 2, and then fucking woke up, went to work again, came home, slept for like 45 minutes, but didn't really sleep because they didn't know I was here. And so they were being loud out here, so I kept waking up like every 5 to 10 minutes, and then left and did DoorDash, and then came back around like 11 o'clock. So I was absolutely tired. People were here. I did not want people to be here. I just wanted to come in and go to sleep. Or like just relax, absolutely chill. And I came in, and as soon as I came in, Lucas said something slick. And I was just...
and mocked the fuck. I was like...
I mocked the fuck out of him. He's like, that doesn't even sound like what I said. Like, it got to the point where it was like awkward quiet. Like, okay, let's not mess with Teddy right now. Man,
because I was like, Teddy, something was wrong. It was like, I'm just not feeling. I was like, yeah, because I could tell. Because I was like, that hurt me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, bro.
But so the setting of the boundaries, the watering dead plants is where I was at. Even with me not being that open and communicative, there's still a friendship there. But if you're only ever coming to me to talk you off a ledge or to hype you up, which is something that I do too, where I just like giving people compliments, genuine compliments, is just a nice thing that I like to try and do, because it's like, it's always like an upper, like, you know what I'm saying? You never know if that person's having a bad day, and like you tell them that like their makeup looks good, or like, hey, your hair looks good, or, you know, I like that outfit, bro, that's like a good shirt, or some shit like that. Like, that could be the little push that could make their day better. But if you're only ever coming to me,
if I would have said it to Teddy, he would have said, fuck you, Chauncey.
I would have. 100%.
I'm like, oh, man, I see you, man. Fuck you, Chauncey.
Chauncey's not genuine about shit.
So he can't say somebody's not there. Because I make good attempts.
But so it's more along the lines of like, I'm stopping that, I'm building that boundary, which is something that I feel like, you know, if you deal with depression, or if you feel like you deal with anxiety or anything like that, you definitely need to have boundaries. And every once in a while, reevaluate where your boundaries are. Right. You know, like those boundaries that you set up, are they actually working for you? Do you feel like your health is improving, or not? And if they're not, then you may have to extend it out, or, you know, make those boundaries a little bit more closer, and be firm about it too. But like, even one of the things with Chauncey, and this isn't like really a bad thing, is I don't like dealing with Chauncey for like the first 2-3 hours that he's awake. He's very negative.
Oh yeah.
He's absolutely, like, it just takes him a while to charge up.
I feel you.
But like, he did it the other day as I was here, and I was like kind of doing a little bit of work from home, and I don't know what the fuck he was saying, but he was just saying some shit, and I was just like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, just shut up. And then he said something else, and I was like, you know what, I'm so fucking happy I'm leaving right now. And like, that was me setting my boundary of letting Chauncey know to shut the fuck up, bro. Jesus Christ. Fuck, man.
Oh man, such a hurtful, hateful person. Fuck, man.
Chauncey gets a lot of leeway with me though, so, you know, I gotta have some type of boundary.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes. But yeah, so that's my answer into like selfishness, you know, like I'm trying to be more selfish, but for the betterment of me and not really at the detriment of anybody else.
I feel that. That's respectful. Yeah. Me, I don't really know if I am. I feel like I am to an extent. Like Teddy had the whole thing about me with the whole face tat thing conversation.
Yeah. So like this is like I just find this very, very odd, and like I don't know, like I mentioned it to him. I don't know how good our friendship is if he would stop being friends with me just because I got a face tattoo. Just because I did something to my body that has no bearing on him whatsoever, he's gonna stop being friends with me.
It's crazy.
See, you brought this up before, but what is like your reasoning behind that? Like, what is it just a negative connotation? Like, what?
And back to you, Johnson.
Back over to you, Johnson, with the weather.
Cause man, I don't know. I just like how I feel about it with face tattoos. They're not attractive. Like, it's not an attraction for me. I understand that. It's not attractive in any avenue that you may be trying to take in life. Well, unless you're like a bouncer, like a drug dealer, tattoo artist, porn star, some shit like that. You know, like I don't see my friends.
Every job that's just ne'er-do-welly.
Wait, real quick. So if my OnlyFans started popping, could I get a face tattoo and you'd still be friends with me?
If that was going to be your mainstream of income, you weren't trying to go into some form of actual business aspect to where you had to present yourself to someone in some form of fashion, I guess, that you're trying to join them. It'd be more as in someone coming to you, as in trying to sponsor you or some aspect. Yeah, you can go ahead and get a face tattoo. No fuck.
Huh.
Yeah.
You fucking setting these 1980s business standards on me, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm so sorry. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like your face is your show thing. I don't give a fuck about your body,
it's
bro.
Your identity.
Right.
It's
like
your
it's what you always show.
Right.
It's your brand.
Right. It's what you present. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can have hair all over the place, piercings all over the place, but bro, like, why the fuck do you have to tattoo and do all this shit to your face, though? What purpose does that serve? I just wanted it. I understand that. What purpose does it serve? It serves no purpose. I just wanted it.
What if it makes me feel more whole as an actual individual? Though?
If I know you, no, that's not gonna happen.
Then you don't know me.
Is that
yeah, because I feel like my tattoos are a representation of me, and I don't ever plan on stopping.
Right, and I didn't say you would, but I'm just saying, so you feel like tattooing your face would help you?
Yeah, but not necessarily help me. I don't feel like it has any more benefit, but it makes me feel more like the image of me that I have in my head. Yes.
Okay.
So
we'll see how this goes.
I guess so. Just one day I'm gonna drop out of Chauncey's top 8.
My space. Drop out my top 8.
Kristen pretty much feels the same way over here in the group chat. Please, no face tattoos, but if you have them, own them. It's not what you wear, but how you wear it. And like, that's another thing too. Like, I'm not gonna get anything stupid necessarily on my face.
Necessarily.
Like, the reason why I say necessarily is because what you may find stupid, I may not.
Okay, what you going on your face?
A bumblebee.
Explain. Teddy bear, and does that? No.
Okay. It has nothing to do with that. I just really the aesthetic placing of a bumblebee on my face would be nice.
A realistic that's bumblebee or a cartoon bumblebee with the dots?
It would be a realistic bumblebee. Very small. Kind of like stippling dot. No, not a hornet or anything like that. I like bumblebees.
Okay.
Out of, I guess, any insect, bumblebees would be my favorite. They're just cute and adorable, man. They help, like, you know, spread fucking flowers. Like, without them, we would be nothing. You know,
plants would be nothing.
Plants would be nothing, and we required plants, Marcus.
Now he's sponsoring bumblebees.
I actually, so like once we start making merch and everything like that, I plan on making a bumblebee shirt or something like that, and all the 20% of the proceeds are gonna go to beekeepers. So
that's cool.
You know, keep an eye out for that, guys.
Keep an eye.
What'd you say?
I said, that's cool. We do need bumblebees.
Oh, okay. I thought that's cool for bumblebees. And they're not shirts for bumblebees.
Oh my god. Not sure it's for.
My mom also said that she would disown me if I got a face tattoo. But she also said that about my septum piercing because she's like, you look like a bull. And? Like, the fuck? But I'm not. Like, that's why
he's not a Taurus. He's a Libra.
I'm a Libra, Mom.
But my whole thing is, like, I feel like you are, like, you should do whatever you want. Whatever you want. No matter, I don't really give, as long as it's not hurting other people, do whatever you want.
Right. And you will be not hurting anyone. Mm-hmm. You will be able to do what you want, because I do believe in that aspect.
Apparently not.
I do, though.
Apparently not.
No, man. I just have two viewpoints on it. If you're going down to the corporate world and that's what you're trying to do, no, I don't feel that face tattoos are a presentable thing to have on you. No, not in the slightest. I do believe that. If you're doing some form of other avenue of life towards, like, you're making income other ways, you don't really deal with the corporate life, you know what I'm saying? You make your money through other avenues. What the fuck you want?
I don't know, man. I feel like if my lawyer came in with face tattoos, I'd feel like I trust him a little bit more. That man's been through some things. He's very authentic and real, and I just feel like he won't be bullshitting me. You know, like if I was on trial for murder or some shit like that, and my lawyer had face tattoos, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. This is I'm cool with this. Probably ask him what he's doing that weekend. See if he wants to hang out.
Cool beans. What else you got there, Titty?
Okay. How do you guys feel about death? Like, what's your actual concept of death?
I think I had a question about death, too. It's crazy.
As in, you've already asked it before. Like, you just have a question about death.
I think I had a question.
Because, like your actual concept, I guess, of death. Like, do you fear it? What do you think would be the case? Like, if you did die, like, I guess that's just pretty much it, though. But how do you feel about death, the concept? I like how I said that, like it wasn't real.
Death, the concept.
Well, I guess that's where I got it from, too. Because I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about, like, Gnosticism. And, like, death is literally just going to another plane or something like that. So you're not really dying.
Right.
It's just...
You're becoming something else.
Yeah. You know, it's just a transition.
Yeah.
I guess that would be everybody's ideal
concept, right?
Yeah.
Would be to, like...
Oh, you're not really dead. You're just transcending, or you're going to another place. I don't have... I don't know.
Are you just a you die person?
I'm not a you die person. I'm just
you die.
You won't know until you know type of person.
That is
you
real.
You won't know until you know type of person. Yeah.
Because like even whenever I did the DMT trip too, like no, it wasn't the DMT trip. It was whenever I did acid. Like one of the last times I did acid, and I had that same thought where I was like, I don't know what the fuck is in acid.
Right.
Like I could die right now, and I'm kind of just like, well, if I do, I do.
You don't know.
Like if like I don't know what will be there, but what will be will be.
Right.
So.
It's just one of those things, like, I don't want to die
Sarah.
off the, like, I don't want to die off the not knowing, because it's like, damn, what am I leaving behind? And I guess that's where the fear of death comes from for me. Yeah. It's just like, I'm leaving something else behind, no matter what the next step may be. But, I don't know.
But in life, aren't you always leaving something behind?
I don't know. I don't know if that was what I was gonna go and say, but it's just like one of those things. Like, all right,
you're leaving your childhood behind as you
say
get older.
There is nothing after death. You're not even gonna remember what you left behind.
Right, it doesn't matter.
So yeah, it's like, it doesn't matter.
It's all gone.
I mean, if there is something after death, well then, damn, what you're leaving behind may come to you eventually. Either way, so it's just like
just a stepping stone.
Here's my thing is like, if there is something after death and we get there and it's better, I'm very upset that I lived so long in this world and not the next. I'm very, very disappointed in myself that as soon as I get to whatever that next world is, I'm going to the first mirror I can find and like, you fucking piece of shit, you should have died sooner.
Whoa.
That's just my idea.
Whoa.
Or maybe this life will make you appreciate the next even more.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's like that.
What if that was the Great Deception?
Jesus Christ, you keep fucking me up, man. Like, because I keep looking over here at the Podbean, and like it had you like grayed out, and I was like, okay, maybe she left, and then you just.
Oh, I was vacuuming. My dog had made a mess.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, like what if it was the greatest deception that, you know, it is this life that we are to live and to be prosperous in, and
Yeah,
you know,
what is it, like the greatest lie that the devil ever told was making you believe that there was another side?
yeah.
Christ.
If that's the case, then I die and I go to hell, or like, you know, whatever, like it's a shitty place or something like that, I'm just like, my thought would be, okay, if I died and I went somewhere else, then what if I die again? Like, what's my next option? Like, there's got to be another level. If there are two levels, there has to be another
reincarnation.
I've also had a theory that everybody actually lives their ideal life. It's just certain points in time where a person will cease to exist in another person's lifeline. Like, I guess that comes from, I feel like I've come into situations where I could have died, and in another timeline, I probably did. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in a garage one time when a lightning struck a big ass tree, and then the tree fell on top of the garage that I was in, and I was stuck in there for like a good 5 minutes before I had to like manhandle the garage door and break branches off that big ass tree just to get the fuck out.
Wait, was that a real story that you're telling?
No, it's a real story.
Oh,
yeah.
story.
Yeah, real story.
I thought it was a metaphor.
No,
true story.
True story. Legit just happened. Yeah, that not just happened, but that happened to me when I was in high school. I feel like there's been times where I probably have been abducted because as a child I was fucking stupid. At 6 years old, I snuck out of daycare and fucking hitched a ride with fucking some stranger to try to get to my actual school because I was afraid I was going to get my ass beat for leaving my shoes at school again. So, but it turned out that stranger took me to another school, took me straight up to the principal and was like, hey man, I found this kid out here just hitchhiking. Like, this is dangerous. Like, and then he contacted my actual school and I got to my actual school and I felt like, damn, I did my thing. I got around. But in another fucking dimension, bro, abducted dead. Like,
my man's like, you know what I'm saying? Put me in the Homeward Bound movie today. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I know where I'm going.
You know what I'm saying?
Homeward Bound, jeez.
But I don't know. It's just a weird concept that I've dabbled with or thought of. I think a weird thing sometimes.
So to come back to that, like, are you saying that like you, Marcus, that I know is not the same Marcus as you?
No, see,
like you've already died.
Right now, me and you are in the same timeline, but there may be another timeline where an incident like that may have happened, where me, like I no longer exist in your timeline. I have already passed, but to me, everything seems to go just normal.
So,
yeah, like everybody's living.
So there's just infinite timelines out there. What you're saying?
Infinite branches. Like if he has like a different thought to where like he wanted to do something else, there's probably a timeline where he did that.
Oh
thought,
yeah,
or
like
he had another thought.
Any time that there's like a
Yeah.
crucial thought process, it branches off. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Have you guys ever heard that there's what is one lifetime when you've lived infinite lifetimes?
Oh yeah, like reincarnation.
Yeah, reincarnation, right? Or what are you talking about?
Are you the same person just living different?
Well, has nothing to do with this physical body. It's all to do with your soul.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Reincarnation.
I've been thinking about that too because
the soul lives infinitely.
Yeah.
Because we are energy. We there is no life without energy.
Energy cannot be destroyed.
It has to be transferred. So we go somewhere.
I've thought about that too. I've thought of being something in a past life. I actually feel like that is my ideal type of death. Like, I think if there were any way for the end of life to be, it's just that's the way I would like.
I agree because I feel like if we were to take a look at it from like religious standpoints, you can't tell me that Earth wouldn't be the heaven that people would be thinking of. Like if you really think about it, like although there is a lot of bad, there's an exponential amount of good to actually be able for us to function and live.
True.
Like this is probably as close as a paradise that we could probably get to, but we always advance the longer we go. So I feel like there is reincarnation. I don't feel like everybody reincarnates at the same time over and over again, like as soon as you die.
Right.
It's kind of like almost like a waiting room, but not really like a waiting room, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I also feel like there is, because there's a theory that time is always happening. It's not that time is linear. It's just always happening at once. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what. So, like, say if we die today, we reincarnate. We may be reincarnated in, 1837 in France or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, back to her, you lived 1,000 lifetimes. Absolutely. Because I, like, one of the podcasts that I've really been listening to lately, it's called Spiritual Shit with Aaliyah Lovely, and she's been talking about like reincarnation on her thing, and like how one of her reincarnations, she was, I don't know, like some fucking Aztec goddess or some shit like that. I don't know. And I'm just like, so this was one of my other questions though, is if you feel like reincarnation would be a thing, what would be one of the lives that you may have led?
I think that was like some like princess warrior type shit.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Joan of Arc type shit.
Some kind of shit.
I want to say nomad. Nomads are people that travel.
Yeah, just like a traveler.
Yeah,
like a wanderer.
Just wandered around and just thought about shit and just.
I think that too. Like, I'm not really on like some big like. I was like some kind of grand thing, but like more of like in reality, I was probably something very humble, very basic. Yeah. It wasn't anything special. Like I thought, I have always had this thought in my head that I was a part of like some type of revolution at some point in time, or that I would be a part of some type of revolution.
Right.
So I had this theory in my head when I was younger, that I was a French musician, a part of the French Revolution.
That'd be nice. That'd be cool.
But it wasn't like a big role or anything like that. But it was just like that.
You were a part of it. You experienced it. Yeah.
That's where I had like gained my love of knowledge for like classical music or just music in general. And then so I also have one that I believe a little bit more on is I was a pirate, but not like a good pirate. Like I wasn't black or anything like that. I was probably a pirate on a pirate ship because I don't like structured governments telling me what the fuck to do type of shit thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you know how I have this bum leg? This is 100% my peg leg, bro. Like you can't tell me otherwise, dude. Like, so that's one of mine.
I don't think I ever really put thought into it like that, to be honest. I know I probably lived some past life where I was like really good at art. That's probably why that shit still sticks with me. Like, obviously I wanted to dance, or I was a dancer in some past life. You know what I'm saying? Did music at some point or some shit. That's just how I feel. Like, just the culmination of things that I did in life. That's just what I do now. And then it's just like, that's not what this person wants to do, I guess, per se, but it's like having flashbacks. Like you know what I'm saying? Shit, right. You know, like my past lives are like just syncing with it, just showing me like, different avenues I could take type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're very smart, man. You can take any of these avenues if you want to. Like, but what is it that you want to do? So I think that's just how I feel about it.
Marcus, Kristen over here in the chat said that she's still stuck on you needing a spanking for leaving preschool at the age of 6.
Oh man,
he got his ass beat.
I didn't get my ass beat that time. I was afraid of my ass getting beat because I was like, my mom was like, "Yo, if you leave your shoes at school again, you're getting your ass beat." And I was like, "Nah, son."
But she didn't beat you for leaving school?
Well, she thought I fucking disappeared and got kidnapped. She didn't know where I was because the day I left before the daycare was actually supposed to drop us off at school. It was like she dropped me off in the morning. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I was playing with some toys at a table, and then I guess some type of delusion, or I nodded off while I was standing up, and I just had the thought in my head, school had already went by, I forgot my shoes again, I'm going to get my ass beat. So I was like, no, fuck that. I'm finna go back to school. And I dead ass Metal Gear Solid my ass out. Watched the teacher, waited for her to turn her back to pay attention to some other school. Slipped out the door, looked up the stairs, watched the people at the fucking the attendance desk, the clerk or whatever you want to call the lady. Waited for her to get distracted by another lady that she was talking to. Slipped out the door, went up the street, started fucking Goofy Movie Max, threw my thumb up in the air because that's where I learned it from the Goofy Movie.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You were so lucky, son.
Bruh, you lived the Rugrats lifestyle. Jesus Christ.
Literal Rugrat, bruh.
And yeah, man.
This man tried to hitchhike.
Yeah, dead ass. Wow. Yeah. Ended up at my school, so I successfully did it. At the age of 6, I was like, yeah, man, I can take on the world. Like,
oh my god,
I can get anywhere.
This dude here, that's hilarious, bro. I don't know if I would ever thought of some shit like that at 6 years old. Jesus,
man,
I don't even remember what I was doing at 6 years old like that. I remember when I was like 5 or like 4, I had cut all my sister's hair off. That shit.
Why?
Man, I thought I was a barber, man. I told her, man, I was like, yo, I'm a barber, Ashley, let me cut your hair. Okay. Her dumb ass. She's 2 years younger than me. She's like 2 years old, like 3, following behind her big brother, bitch. Snipped her shit clean off, boy. Her sides was like gone, boy. Damn. She was bald on her sides, bro. Both sides. I don't know why that came to mind, but that shit was fucking hilarious. Yeah, man, did that shit.
Insane.
I thought that shit was fun. Mom didn't think that shit was fun. Mom wanted to beat my ass. Good thing we had like this cool stripper lady that lived next door, so like mom went to go because that was like one of her friends or like she was cool with or whatever. She told her what happened. She had took me so mom couldn't beat me, so I stayed over there for like a day. Until mom cooled down. It went back home. It's fucking great. I remember I got my head stuck in a window one time.
What?
Man.
Damn,
bro, I could not get that window up over me. It was already a tough nudge just to get it up, and like I was reaching my head out to like say something to my big sis. I think she was like going to school or some shit like that, because I remember I could like see her like from the house, like going up the street. And all I remember is that she just like closing down on my head, boy, and like I couldn't like fucking like adjust my hands like how I needed them to be to like be able to push it up, because it was like had a weird way you had to shift that bitch up. Bro, I sat there for like 3 hours, bro.
What?
Head stuck at the fucking window for like 3 hours, bro.
Jeez, man.
I got stuck in a fence one time.
I got stuck in a fence.
It was like a picket fence. Mm-hmm. And so I was always tall as a little kid. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably like maybe 7 years old at this point in time, and I'm like 5'5". Like I was tall as fuck. Yeah. And so like this picket fence wasn't that like tall or anything like that either. So I was just like kind of like just stepping over it, but it was like still tall enough to where like if I lifted 1 foot off the ground, like I would like be balancing on it, and my thigh just got stuck in between the 2 pillars of the picket fence, and I was just like stuck there for like, it wasn't long, it was like maybe like 20-25 minutes, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like I don't like. There's nobody around me.
You were 5'5" at 7 years old.
Yeah. Jesus like Christ. 6 years old. Yeah. Jesus. Or not. I'm sorry. Like 7, 8 years old.
Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've always been tall, but like I capped out at like fucking 11. 11 is when I hit like 6'1", and I just stopped. And that pissed me off so much, because like in elementary school there was a kid who was 6 foot tall in like 3rd grade.
Jeez.
And I was fucking pissed at him. I was so envious of him. I was like, fuck you, because before you I was the 2nd tallest, now I'm the 3rd. Dude. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. He was a pretty cool dude, but whatever, fuck that guy.
But whatever. Fuck that
guy. But yeah, he was tall as shit, man. and then, you know, I was there, and I was like, you know, fucking 5'9", 5'10", and then
Krista said her son's 6'8", so you fuck that kid too.
Fuck that dude.
That's hilarious.
Spank this behind when I could reach it.
Oh man, now she gotta jump and spank him now.
Right. She gotta get a stepping stool. She gotta carry around.
Right. 10-foot pole.
That ass.
Right. Oh man, at junior high at 6'8", Jesus Christ.
That man's playing basketball.
He has to be playing basketball. Like, he has to be. Oh man, if you don't put that man in a sport, he is wasted. Yeah, he did. I'm like, yeah, man, because he'd be wasting that height, man. Mm-hmm. That tall ass in a sport.
My son, he's a freaking computer nerd. I can't get his ass outside, and he's total waste of meat, man. 6'2".
Nah, man. I was like, them computer nerds, hey, they make money. I was like, if he goes that IT route, he could make a lot of money just doing IT.
Right.
He wants to be like streaming himself playing and like get big like them. I'm like, bro, that doesn't happen to everybody.
It doesn't happen for everybody, but it's an easy route.
Right, it is an easy route, but he just has to have his niche. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if like he has his thing or whatever, like, you know. So because, you know, it is about how he attracts them. You know, his personality and everything.
His personality, like, he's got to be entertaining. You know, that's pretty much all it is just entertainment. Right.
Like, you know, they're watching you, but they need something to go along. Your commentary has to be like, you know, something. Yeah. But yeah, man, you know, he could still do it. It's possible. But I was like, if he wanted to go like that gaming IT route, that's also where it's at, though.
It is. You can do a lot of great things with that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supported either way.
Oh, yeah, fikes. Parents.
How many of us have them?
I was gonna do ones you can't depend on.
Somebody mumbled something under their breath and I missed it. What was that?
He said, how many of us have them? Parents.
Yeah, on this Father's Day.
Right, on this Father's Day. Three Father's Day.
Did you tell your dad happy birthday? Or not happy birthday, but happy Father's Day, Marcus?
I will. I did not know today was Father's Day.
Oh, snap.
That's crazy.
Yes, I have to.
I gotta get a Ouija board to call mine.
Gotta get a fucking star on a pendulum.
That's why we should have had Shank and Danny on. Get some brujeria in here.
Get some brujeria. They don't do brujeria.
They don't.
That's Santeria.
I don't think they do Santeria either.
They don't have a crystal ball. Yeah, they don't have a crystal ball, so yeah, they don't.
You will never touch my balls.
Whoa, balls. But, yeah.
Oh, sorry, muted, was I?
So guess we gonna start to wrap it up for today's podcast.
Right.
I actually enjoyed today's podcast.
It was nice. Thank you so much, Q-Bella, for joining us by calling in. Thank you to Kristen, Sean, everybody else who's been in our group chat. Kristen said Happy Father's Day to all.
Scotty, shout out to you too. Forgot about you.
Forget Scotty.
You've been quiet, but I don't know. But yeah.
Well, thanks for having me up here, you guys. It's been real, and I'll look out for you next time.
Of course, every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern.
All right.
Alright, y'all enjoy y'all day. Chauncey signing out.
Teddy signing out.
Marcus signing out.
Also, guys, before we forgot, if you would like to be on the podcast, sometimes, you know, just hit us up through email. sundaysneverfeltbetter@gmail.com.
If you have any topics you'd like us to discuss, you can also send us emails. You can comment on the videos, anything like that. Feel free to reach out to us. If you'd like to make any donation, you can go to our GoFundMe page. We're there. We're here. We're everywhere.
Right.
Our podcast is on every streaming site.
Right. You name it, we own it.
Q Bella has her show tonight where she's got that guest about conspiracy theories, and that's what her show's about.
We should have asked her what the name of her show is.
Yes, Q
probably.
Bella. She's still here though. So what is the name of your show, Q Bella, so that we can jot this down and then we can tune it?
Yeah, so it's actually it's coming out 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So if you're in a regular part of the country, that would be 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Fuck you Pacificers.
If you're in a regular part of town. Oh, man. But I think, we just have her on, we have her. It's Q Bella. So I was like, I assume it's just her name. Yeah, I don't know why I even asked that. I'm like, I assume it's her fucking name.
It's called Conspiracy and Censorship. Or no, that's the last episode that she had.
Conspiracy and shit?
Censorship.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, conspiracy and shit, you know what I'm saying? Cool. So we will be there. Part 3? Okay, bet. But alright, I'm dragging this on a little bit.
Alright, guys.
We got our main facts. You know what I'm saying. Alright, Q, see you later. But everybody else, peace.
Later.